Dude, don't be like that.
Fuck you, dude.
Come on, let's see that smile. Come on.
Simon replaced me with a fish.
Come on, dude. Don't let the fish come between us. Look, I know it'll cheer you up.
What?
Check this out. You ready? Remember this little trick? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, fucking A. Look at it. Remember detachable thumb? Oh yeah.
Dude.
Detachable thumb. Detachable thumb's no good, huh?
Nah.
Alright. This one's gonna be freaking great.
What?
You remember monkey face? Monkey face!
Welcome to the second episode of Midnight Munchies. In case you haven't noticed, things have changed a bit. First off, after breaking 3 lenses on Simon's fancy standard def camera during the taping of episode 1, we're proud to bring you episode 2 in beautiful high def. Which leads to change too. Since we're in HD now, we decided it wouldn't be best to show much of Matt or Dan during segments with food. Don't worry, we'll keep them both around. Dan's picking up my dry cleaning right now, while Matt, well, we've made some special arrangements for now. Seriously, do you see me mixing with these fins? Anyway, back to today's show. Today we have a beautiful breakfast pizza planned. I thought it was more than enough gluttonous to just top it off with mounds of meats, cheeses, and eggs, but the cardiac kid over there nixed that idea, saying that wasn't nearly enough of a follow-up to the pesci loaf. So what did the fat man do? He added one more crapulous layer. Yeah, it's a word. I looked it up. For the final layer, Matt decided excess should mean class, going with the aristocratic Oscar topping.
Oscar is crab, asparagus, and hollandaise sauce on top of steak or chicken or even poached eggs. But today we're gonna put it on the breakfast pizza.
I heard the crew dying after last episode. I can only imagine what they're gonna do now.
Oh yeah.
For the dough, you're gonna need 4.5 tablespoons of sugar, 2 1/4 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 packages or 1/2 ounce of dry yeast, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and 4 cups of flour. Your first step will be to combine the salt, yeast, and sugar. You'll do this by adding 1.5 cups of warm water and then whisking thoroughly. Once that's done, dump your flour and olive oil into the mixture. Don't blend the two yet though. Instead, use a spoon to form a crater in the center of the flour. This is where we'll pour our yeast mixture. Once everything's inside, blend for about 10 minutes. When it's ready, the flour should just pull away from the bowl and be shaped into a ball. Once mixed, put it back into the bowl, sprinkle it with some flour, and let it rest while we get started on our bacon and sausage prep.
Great way to cook all of it is to get a griddle from your local Evil Empire. They're about $25.
You want to slightly undercook the bacon and sausage, since they will finish off in the oven. So just keep in mind what kind of bacon you like, and then just take it off a few minutes before it would get to that point. Just like everything else here at StrathmoreRdStudios, we could not come to a unanimous decision, so we have both bendy and crispy bacon. Once both meats are done, have them strain on a paper towel. We're getting enough fat from other sources, so having that extra fat could make the meal too greasy. With that done, we get back to our dough. After a few minutes, the dough has almost doubled in size, which means it's ready. You want to start by dusting the dough with flour to help keep it from sticking. Tossing pizza dough does absolutely nothing in terms of flavor or texture. It's merely done by show-offs to make themselves look big. Basically, the culinary equivalent of buying a big car to make up for a small dick. No matter what, in the end you're going to have to spread it on a pan, so just use a rolling pin and you won't have to pick shit out of it later. Make sure to make a nice lip on the outer edge to hold in all the eggs. Since the holiday sauce requires clarified butter, we made some extra to coat the dough before it goes in for its initial bake. Clarified butter is nothing more than a fancy melted butter. Rather than just melting though, you're using the heat to separate the water and milk fats from the pure butter fat. To start, you're going to need a stick of butter, which should give us enough to coat the dough, as well as the 3/4 cup we need for our sauce. Once the butter is fully melted and starts to bubble, you'll see it separating. Let it simmer for a little bit before taking the butter off and then straining it. With the dough almost ready, we cover it with saran wrap and sit it on our oven that's preheating to 400 degrees. The heat from the oven will actually help the dough rise and will give you a great airy crust. While that rests, we're going to finish up our filling prep for part 1 of the breakfast pizza. For our cheeses, we're going with the traditional 3-cheese blend of mozzarella, Romano, and Parmesan. All 3 flavors blend well together, hence why they've been used in so many recipes. The creaminess and smoothness of the mozzarella are a perfect complement to the stronger, more potent flavors of the Parmesan and Romano. Normally, I'd suggest grating the Romano. Actually, screw that. I'd always suggest grating the Romano. I don't know why we're slicing Romano, but I think Julia over there had one too many sips out of the cooking brandy during taping, so just do yourself a favor and ignore him. Slicing Romano. Fucking really. God damn it, we're trying to be a little bit professional here.
Next, I'm going to whip up a half dozen eggs with a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. Why heavy whipping cream? We're out of milk. And screw it, this is an artery clogger already.
Killing our customers. Doesn't sound like much of a business plan. Then again, did work for Big Tobacco.
The toppings for phase 1 of the breakfast pizza are ready. What we're going to do is do the meats, the egg, and the cheese. And we're going to par-bake it before we put on the crab and asparagus.
We'll start with our meats, making sure to provide plenty of dead animal in each bite.
Next, we're going to add the egg.
If you formed a nice lip, the dough will hold in all the liquid. Still be careful not to overflow or overfill. For our pan, a half dozen eggs fit perfectly.
Next, we're going to do our cheeses.
Be liberal, but make sure to save some for later on when we add the asparagus and crab. Once ready, place in the 400-degree oven for 12 minutes. As that bakes, we'll get started on the asparagus. 1 bunch should be enough. As always, start by cutting off the fibrous part, then cut the asparagus into about 1-inch pieces. Nothing special for the asparagus, just saute in olive oil on high heat and season with salt. After a few minutes, you should get the consistency you're looking for, soft but still firm. With the buzzer going, our pizza is ready to come out for its second stage. We'll start by adding our asparagus, followed by 1 pound of lump crab meat. You can go with fresh, canned, or whatever you prefer. Just make sure it's the real stuff, not the fake crab. Price really shouldn't be an issue anymore, as canned crab is available in most supermarkets at just a couple bucks a can. They're not going extinct either, so eat up the mean little fuckers. We'll finish the pizza off with our remaining cheeses. Matt will then dump it back in the oven for another 10 to 12 minutes at the same temp. While it finishes off, we'll get our final most indulgent ingredient ready, the hollandaise sauce. Matt actually got started on this step about an hour ago, as he separated 11 egg yolks and then beat them with 2 tablespoons of water. Now at room temp, he placed them on a double boiler, basically a glass bowl over a pot of boiling water. You'll start by slowly whisking in the clarified butter and then continuing to whisk. This step should take up about the remaining cooking time of the pizza. It may actually take a little longer, so be prepared to take out the pizza a few minutes before the sauce is done. You'll know it's ready when the whisk will start leaving trails in the sauce, almost ribbon-like. You don't want to overcook though, otherwise you'll have scrambled eggs.
The timer's gone off on the oven. We're going to take the pizza out and see how it looks.
Right now it looks ready to me, but Matt says it won't be done until he gets to splooge all over it.
Well, that completes the preparation of our breakfast pizza.
Hold up. Simon gives you one fucking line, and that's the best you come up with?
Alright. How about this? Next week's episode, baked stuffed goldfish fillet with a side of shut the hell up!
fish. A fucking fish. Come on. I mean, a fish.
That all you're gonna say?
F-I-S-H, fish.
Fish, you're so scaly and slippery. Oh.